Morning, everybody. It's December 10, almost 10 in the morning. I went down and got my tools. It's a muddy mess. It rained for the last couple of hours. It's getting a little bit more wet. We got a few more puddles out here. Oh, and it is cold in this house. Whew. I guess that's good. I'm putting insulation, but man, when it's cold out here and all your windows are closed, and it's quite cold in here. I swung by the county yesterday with some pictures of what I've done, and they said it all looks good. I verified a couple things with them, and they said I'm doing it right. So I think it is going to be more along the lines that they just come out and verify that I've put insulation in. It's not going to be technical, I don't think. All right, so moving on, I guess. After this piece right here, I probably won't have to cut any insulation up until I get to there. So 1, 2, 3, 6 bats I won't have to cut. But on this side, I'm going to have to cut this one more. But these electrical lines, although this goes down to just 2, so that's nice right there for a minute, and then I gotta cut around this too. So all right, guys, let's get to work. All right, guys, checking in. I'm making some progress. I'm slowly cleaning up as I go, and then I move stuff over here and kind of organize it a little bit. And I finally got my sweater off. I'm sweating. And probably not much different temperature, but I am hot. All right, just check it in. We're going to keep on. Hopefully, ideally, I'd really like to make it to that wall today, but we'll see. I just have to say, I think that's so cool when you cut that, how that expands. I mean, it was this thick, and it goes up to that. And over time, they keep getting fatter. I think they get up to, I think it says 12 inch. Yeah, 12 inch. So that's pretty cool. And when I opened up one of these, maybe I'll get that on film too if I remember. That's how big that is. But when you cut that open, these all expand some. Of course, they're still in these still, but it's funny to see it expand. It's pretty cool. So to just show you again how I was doing that. When it comes to the wires and stuff like that, it becomes a little more of a pain. Now I gotta cut over here and start picking up here with these wires again, this wire. You may see a little bit of a mess right here. This is, what I did was I just sticking my odds and ends in there. If at the end I have a good piece left over, I'll just pull that out and stick a solid piece, but if not, I'll just shove a little bit more in there. I did a little research. It says you can have fiberglass up against your hot box. However, it said airflow is really important. Since there's 2x4 framing it out, it actually does create some support on the side. So it should be okay. I mean, you got 2x4s framing it out, and those are combustible.
So I think that should be all right. And this was a couple of odds and end pieces too, so I taped that up. Actually, what I did was accidentally cut this piece this way, so it's not cut all the way through. So I just taped it a little bit, so when the drywall goes up, it should be fine. Everything in this area, I have a feeling, is not going to be too wet. That's going to be more dry because of the heat, maybe. I don't know. Heat mixed with other stuff, I guess, can cause condensation. So I had a broken piece, or a piece that was a piece of a piece, that was sitting over here that I've been cutting on, like what I just did, and shoving it in, because I end up having 2 or 3 inches at the end of each piece. So the ones that don't quite make it all the way to the end, I cut with the piece of paper and stick it in there, the face. But sometimes they make it all the way in, and there's just a little bit of a space, and I'll just take just this part without the face and shove it in the end. It all depends on kind of where these end up meeting. You know, I don't get them perfectly down the middle every space. I'm just trying to push them up against each other. So depending on how squashed they are, determines how much is left there at the end. But I do like starting in the middle and working my way down. That I figured out pretty quick in the beginning. All right. Like I said, I wanted to try to make it to this wall.
All right, guys, very low light in here. Probably can't see me. I'll lighten it up when I edit. It's getting close to 5. Because it's been raining like crazy, I don't know if you can see all that. It's like a lake out there. It's coming down pretty good. So it's dark, obviously, so I don't know how we'll be able to see this, but I finished the living room kitchen area and started working on this area. This looks like not bueno, but you know, once sheetrock goes on, you won't be able to tell, obviously. But working around this stuff, and there's exhaust pipes and there's wires everywhere, and it's just next to impossible to get around all this stuff. There's so many wires and stuff. So, and just the vent itself. So I started doing smaller pieces to be able to work with it. And then you're also trying to get up here on this lip area and fill in the best I can. To try to do one huge piece would just be next to impossible. I don't know. I obviously DIY beginner. Don't even know, really. I mean, I went to the county and said, am I doing it right? They said, yeah, but I haven't watched a lot of video, and obviously I feel like that's just something you wouldn't even know how to do or learn unless working with somebody who does it all the time. But I think being in pieces is going to be good enough. Not really anything else I know that I could do to make it any better. I went through a few batteries today, and I'm not able to plug in here because temporary power pole is up there, and I did not want to plug in while it was raining and stuff, so I'm going to take some stuff home and charge there. And the plan is to come back out here tomorrow. Hopefully I can keep on pushing through. Ordered the insulation for underneath the house, and that is kind of depressing. It's not going to be here next week. It's going to come the week after. This is called EcoBat. This is EcoBat. Happened to be cheaper than the pink stuff. Except I have done my research. The pink stuff for the walls is cheaper than the EcoBat. The EcoBat for the ceiling and for underneath the house is cheaper than the pink stuff, but the pink stuff is cheaper on the walls, and they carry the stuff in the store that goes on the wall. So I was planning on do ceiling then go underneath and do the bottom, but it looks like probably not, because if I can get this done, if I can get through the bathrooms and kitchens and stuff, or that bathroom and area, once I get through that just above our bedroom and the closet, that should go fairly fast. So hopefully I would finish tomorrow. And tomorrow it's supposed to rain, So I can finish while it's raining and then grab the trailer at the end of the day, take it up to where I live, and then pick up insulation for the walls tomorrow since it's in store. I mean on Friday. Is it on Friday or Thursday? Thursday. That's the plan. A lot of talking. I'm sorry about that. I will see you guys the next time I'm out here.